Take it from me, Undertale is a very good game. It has everything you could ever want out of a game. The emotional endings, enjoyable characters, and the immersive gameplay. But my experience changed my view on Undertale forever. It scarred me. It changed me. I am now broken, man. Broken, I tell you! Today, I will tell the tale of what made me the shell of a man. One day, I was craving to replay my favorite game, Undertale. Even the thought of playing it made me giddy. I quickly got onto my computer, reinstalling Undertale from freegame.org. I uninstalled it after doing the genocide route, booting up the fabled game, to be greeted with the oh-so-familiar story of Undertale. And then the title screen. Everything looked normal, until I hit enter, and saw an evil and red version of the Undertale title screen for just a brief moment. This was highly disturbing. What was this? Was this some sort of prank pulled by my fuck-ass brother? I've always hated him. This was definitely a stunning pull just to freak me out. I continued playing, resetting and creating a new save file. However, instead of the text that normally read, a name has already been chosen, with the name chair at the bottom. It instead read something far more uncanny.
Resetting won't help you escape, Darren.
Darren was my name. I realized this game wasn't just a prank pulled by my brother, Darren too. It was haunted, tainted. Freegame.org did this. Curse them for all of eternity. Despite this, I continued playing out of some sick, twisted, and morbid curiosity. I had to know how this game ended. For now, everything was normal. I fought against Flowey, being greeted by Toriel. However, when I followed her to the ruins, it had changed to something disturbing. The ruins were now musty and gray, and had been encased in a thick, gray fog, as if it were abandoned. And the most disturbing part of all was that Toriel was now gone, nowhere to be found. What did they do to her? I then saved, continuing on with the game until I reached Toriel's house, now gray like the rest of the murky ruins. I checked every room in the house and still didn't find Toriel. At this point, I had checked everything except the locked door next to Toriel's room, as I knew it wasn't going to lead anywhere. The way leading to the basement was locked off by chains, and I couldn't get through. I decided, why not, and checked the locked door to see if anything had changed. To my surprise, the door opened, revealing this. This is what happened to Toriel. I was sick to my stomach. Who could have done this to her? This was truly sick and disturbing. Whoever did this is truly a sick fuck. Then, the screen turned black for a while, before teleporting me back to the box road in Snowden. Taking a moment to breathe, I continued on, exploring the grayscale area. It was as dark and foggy as the ruins. Clearly, the thing that was doing this had done this to the entire underground. Like I suspected, Sans and Papyrus were nowhere to be found either. All the puzzles were already completed, letting me easily pass through them. Once I finally reached Snowden Town, checking inside all of the open buildings, I eventually went into the Skeleton Brothers' house. I checked every room, saving Sans' room for last, as I suspected that, like last time, the inaccessible door was the one that let me progress through this uncanny version of the game. And I was right, but it also led me, again, to something horrifying. This is what had happened to Sans and Papyrus. I was once again filled with a sense of deep, disturbing dread. That fucking shithead had done it again. Why was he doing this? To torture them? To torture me? What did they gain from this? So many questions, and yet no answers. Determined to find them, I continued playing this twisted game. I was once again placed back in the grayscale underground, this time in Waterfall. Even the water was gray, which especially unsettled me. I walked through the foggy, murky area, noticing the lack of cutscenes and NPCs. Once I got to the part where Undyne brings her spears up from the bridge, I hit a dead end. There was nowhere for me to go, as Undyne was supposed to slash the bridge for me to fall into the garbage dump. However, once I touched the edge, I was transported to the aforementioned location. I got frisk up, traversing the place, eventually getting to the save point near the 3 houses. I decided to check Napsabu's house first. Nothing. I then checked the pink house. Still nothing. I thought it'd lead somewhere again, since it seemed like locked doors were always the path. I finally went inside Undyne's house. Dear God, I hate this. I hate this so much. This is torture. I wanted to quit the game so bad, but something kept me from pressing that red X. Something supernatural. Something not of this world. I just need to finish this damned game, and I'd be free. I started sobbing violently, tired of all this pain. When I finally opened my eyes from crying, I found myself in a black void, only to be met with the mysterious figure.
Why, hello there. You finally found me. I presume you've enjoyed my handiwork thus far, yes? Good, good. I do think you'll have much more fun in the future. For I will always be here, even after this is over. How exciting!
This thing named Mortifer was right. I have never forgotten that face, that eye. It still deeply disturbs me with a sense of uncanniness at the mere thought of it. Thank you for listening to my tale. Never go to freegame.org, ever! It's cursed. It's disturbing. One can even say it's uncanny.